Hi, my name is Jefferson Mautang from Class 3B IBA Batch 2020, and now I would like to explain about the production and operation management, and we will talk about supply chain management, Industry 4.0, and digitalization supply chain management. So the first one is, what is supply chain management, or SCM? Supply chain management is the management of the flow of goods and services and includes all processes that transforms raw materials into final products, and it involves the active streamlining of a business's supply side activities to maximize customer value and gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. And next is what supply chain management works. Supply chain management represents an effort by suppliers to develop and implement supply chains that they are efficient and economical as possible. Supply chains cover everything from production to product development to the information systems needed to direct these undertakings. Typically, SCM attempts to centrally control or link the production, shipment, and distribution of a product. By managing the supply chain, companies can cut excess costs and deliver products to the customer faster. This is done by keeping tighter control of internal inventories, internal productions, distribution, sales, and the inventories of company vendors. SCM is based on the idea that nearly every product that comes to market results from the efforts of various organizations that make up a supply chain. Although supply chains have existed for ages, most companies have only recently paid attention to them as a value add to their operations. So now we will talk about the 5 parts of SCM. The first one is the plan of strategy. The second is the source of raw materials or services. Third is manufacturing, that is focused on productivity and efficiency. And the fourth is delivery and logistics. And the fifth is the return system for defective or unwanted products. The supply chain manager tries to minimize shortage and keep costs down. The job is not only about logistics and purchasing inventory. Productivity and efficiency improvements can go straight to the bottom line of a company. Good supply chain management keep companies out of the headlines and away from expensive recalls and lawsuits. Next is the SCM versus supply chains. A supply chain is the network of individuals, companies, resources, activities, and technologies used to make and sell a product or service. A supply chain starts with the delivery of raw materials from a supplier to a manufacturer and ends with the delivery of finished products or service to the end customer. On the other hand, NCM oversees each touch point of a company's product or service, from initial creation to the final sale. With so many places along the supply chain that can add value to efficiency or lose value through increased expenses, proper SCM can increase revenues, decrease costs, and impact a company's bottom line. The next, the example of SCM. Understanding the importance of SCM to its business, Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated decided to transform its supply chain by investing in technology to streamline the entire process. For several years, the company has been investing and revamping its supply chain management process. Walgreens was able to use big data to help improve its forecasting capabilities and better manage the sales and inventory management process. So why supply chain management is important? It is because it can help achieve several business objectives. For instance, controlling manufacturing processes can improve product quality, reducing the risk of recalls and lawsuits while helping to build a strong consumer brand. At the same time, controls over shipping producers can improve customer service by avoiding costly storage or periods of inventory oversupply. Overall, supply chain management provides several opportunities for companies to improve their profits margins, and it's especially important for companies with large and international operations. So we come to the Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is the digital transformations of manufacturing or productions that related industry and help creation processes. Industry 4.0 is used interchangeably with the fourth industrial revolutions and represents a new stage in the organizations and control of the industrial value chain. Industry 4.0 refers to the intelligent networking of machines and process for industry with the help of information and communication technology. Cyber physical systems form the basis of Industry 4.0, for example, smart machines. They use modern control systems, have embedded software systems, and dispose of an internet address to connect and be addressed via IoT or the Internet of Things. Now we come to the 8 digital transformations that contain of cybersecurity, augmented reality, Internet of Things, big data, cloud computing, autonomous robots, system integrations, and additive manufacturing. This is the timeline of the industrial revolutions, as we can see in the table. So next, the Industry 4.0 is often used interchangeably with the notions of the fourth industrial revolutions. It is characterized by, among others, even more automations than in the third industrial revolutions, the bridging of the physical and digital world through cyber-physical system enabled by industrial IoT, a shift from a central industrial control system to one more smart products define the production steps, closed-loop data models, and control systems and personalizations, customizations of products. The fourth industrial revolutions and the impact of the drivers and technologies behind Industry 4.0 have been looked at from the perspective of various sectors after the concept was launched. This has led to the more 4.0 terms, often based on academic work. Examples included Logistic 4.0, Construction 4.0, Energy 4.0, and Utilities 4.0, and more. More Industrial 4.0 initiatives are early-stage projects with a limited scope. In that sense, the technology making Industry 4.0 possibly leverages existing data and enable additional and data resources, including data from the concerned assets to gain efficient or multiple levels. And to understand Industry 4.0, it is essential to see the full value chain, which includes suppliers and the origins of the materials and components needed for various forms of smart manufacturing, and the end-to-end digital supply chain, the final destinations of all manufacturing productions, regardless of the number of intermediary steps and players, and the end of the customers. Now we come to the digitalization supply chain management. One of the industry's biggest buzzwords is these recently years. Every businesses around the globe seems to have undertaken some of digitalizations, but what can this process do for your supply chain? Digitalization is often joined by digitalizations and digital transformations is both conversations and business practice. Whilst it can be easy to mistake one for the other when speaking, the function of each have very distinct differences. How does it impact the supply chain? As the adoption of Industry 4.0 continues to sweep through industries around the world, the supply chain sector included, it brings with it never seen before innovative technologies that can completely transform the operations of the supply chains network, company, or procurement process. Two of the biggest benefits that supply chains can take from digitizing their processes are speed and cost. Taking your operation to the next technological level can significantly cut the time it takes to make strategic decisions, whilst also boosting operational efficiency. By improving pricing and operating costs, manufacturers also believe that we will see increased sales from more digital processes. End-to-end transparency is the ultimate goal for a number of supply chain operators, being the crucial component to achieving significant efficiency gains in a system with the end-to-end transparency. Every member of every step along the supply chain network will have access to all data. Digitizing processes can enable improved visibility and provide real-time insights into the supply chains, giving people along the chain full control. And that is all from me. Thank you.